Aqua gang, 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 gang. What it do, you guys? It's your girl, Empress 777 here today with a general message from my beautiful Aquarian soul family, my Aqua gang in this thing. I hope you guys are doing super fantastic. I most certainly am. Holy angels and spirit guides, please come through. Give us exactly what we need to know. From my beautiful Aqua gang, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Keep in mind the messages are general, you guys. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Don't force anything to fit. Same goes for cross watchers, as you guys are welcome here as well. Just place yourself where you belong in the storyline. Don't force anything to fit. Happy birthday to us, bitch. Okay, it is still Aquarius season, baby. Turn the fuck up. So happy birthday to all of us. Y'all know I'm an Aquarius as well. Happy birthday to those of you who have already celebrated and those of you who have a birthday coming up or who are celebrating today. It is Aquarius season. Put your birthdays down below in the comment section. Let me know what you did or what you plan to do or whatever you want to add about this reading. You can put it down below, okay? In the comment section. Don't forget to like the video, y'all. That is how we are found on this platform. It's how they know we exist. So I truly appreciate those of you who do that every single time. And it's free. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. If you like how I'm putting it down, if you like my flavor, baby, then consider subscribing. We would love to have you. Now, oh boy. This one might actually be a little bit surprising. This resonates with you. This person's switch up. I'm hearing the switch up is crazy. The switch up is wild. We have somebody here, right, who didn't start to give a fuck until you started to not give a fuck. It's really wild. I almost feel like the energy and behavior of this person comes off as if, you know, it is what it is. They didn't mind. Either way that this connection would have gone it didn't matter to them. This is also someone who feeds off of drama. Okay? They like somebody to be so emotionally attached to them that they will crash the fuck out. They like a lot of drama, this one. The drama is what feeds this. I almost feel like this is a desire in them to have people who are more attached to them or to have a partner that is more invested. Okay, so I'm seeing this drama card, right? Like this is a drama king, drama queen. But the crazy thing about it is they don't show up as the drama necessarily. They do things to evoke the drama out of people. Okay, it's passive aggressive. It's things that they do underhandedly that, like I said, brings about this reaction from others. And they love it. And it can only work, right? This whole idea of this person feeling important, feeling valuable and feeling worthy. That's what I'm hearing. This is how they accomplish it. It only works if they are not attached and they have someone who is heavily attached. Yeah. And I also feel as if they try to trigger people, right? Bring out a certain response without you knowing that they brought it out of you. So this is the type of person who will say things, right? Like I said, very passive aggressive, underhandedly, and it will trigger something. And then all of a sudden you cursing this motherfucker out and they like, look at you, you know, look how you acting. You're crazy, right? This is the type of energy that they like to evoke out of people, and it feeds that desire to be wanted. Now, the non-committal energy in particular, to me, reads as someone who, of course, didn't want a commitment, or they made it seem as if that's not something that they were looking for. But it's a lie. It's always been a lie. Okay? That has always been a lie. A big fat lie. Yeah. And I feel like that's the part that might surprise some of you because of that non-committal energy. This person may have come off, like I said, somebody who didn't really care. But they had to do that in order to feed this certain part within themselves. It's very toxic, you guys. It is. And I almost get this person having some form of a coming to Jesus moment, some kind of an epiphany, or things may be falling apart in their life, or maybe it's the idea that things have fallen apart between the two of you and that it might actually be over. That's giving them this change of heart, right? So whereas this would be habitual for them and in all of their relationships prior, it's only really mattering at this junction with you. And it is because as bad as they tried to make it seem like they were not attached to this emotionally and they didn't care, they absolutely do. Like more than anything. More than any other connection. They absolutely care. They might be a little bit obsessive over you. And if you're not surprised by any of this, then this person might actually be the one that's surprised. Okay? I'm almost hearing like some kind of drama may have ensued between the two of you. And they thought that you would crash out, but you didn't. Right? They were looking for you to show them that you really care. They like to test people. They want you to show them that you care. That is how they get signaled that somebody is really into them or that somebody has some form of an emotional attachment if they act like this. So almost get them doing things purposefully to get people to act like this. And it makes them feel good. And it's sort of like a mask that they wear. This mask that they wear suggests that they're not looking for anything serious, but it's a lie. What the fuck is this, y'all? What is this? What is this? It's a mask that they wear. This is a mask that they wear, guys. Okay? I don't know who taught them this or where they got this from. I'm almost hearing like a negative influence or somebody told them that that it works. Like it's reverse psychology or something of the sort. To act detached, to be non-committal, to behave as if you're not looking for anything serious, to be emotionally unavailable will create emotional lunatics. When they truly are desiring a connection, but they are desiring a connection from someone that is unexplainable, right? Like they want someone to be crazy in love with them, like blindly in love with them. And I'm almost feeling like they got this advice that this is the only way to accomplish that. Pretend like you really don't want them and then they'll chase you. Or then they'll let you get away with anything, right? Like they'll never leave you. Their mask is slipping. You didn't bite the bait. The mask is slipping like a motherfucker. Yeah. Oh, they said not so fast. The mask is slipping like a motherfucker and you don't give a fuck. They really thought you gave a fuck. At least more than them, right? This is unbelievable. Okay. Alrighty. So it's almost as if what's always worked for them and what they expected to work now and the way that they expected things to go, what they were absolutely trying to avoid is exactly what their behavior is bringing on. What they were trying to avoid happening is actually happening. And it's in direct it's a direct effect of what they have done to prevent it. It's wild. Oh, I see. Okay. Roll with me for a second. This person doesn't get told no, okay? And that's by design. They don't get told no. And they also are not required to earn anything. Whoever raised this person did a piss poor job, or whoever allowed them to have such negative influences. This could be like uncles, this could be aunts, this could be, it feels like somebody older in their life. These are examples that they have been shown, you guys. And it's extremely toxic. This is how you get whatever you want without paying for it, without earning it, without, you know, without having to do anything for it. If you operate like this, the guys will be wrapped around your motherfucking finger. If you operate like this, the girls will be falling at your feet. They'll drink your bath water. They'll do anything, right? They'll run a track for you over and over and over. So we have somebody losing their motherfucking mind. Right? Because this is an ironclad strategy. It's always worked. And now you've met an Aquarius. I'm sorry. They may have never dated an Aquarius before. See, Aquarians will play along with you. You'll think that you're getting over. You'll think that they're none the wiser of what you're doing, until you realize that they saw all the way through you. They saw through you the whole motherfucking time. And they often realize it when it's too late. Now, for this person to be someone who likes to wreak havoc on people's emotional systems, okay, they like to create emotional dysregulation. That's what an emotional lunatic is. They themselves, they are that. This plan that they have created and that has worked so many times, it is working, but not on you, on themselves, bitch. On themselves. Wow. And I feel like why it's really bothering this person, or why it's really at the forefront. Yeah, this is ending themselves as they know it. The reason why it's really at the forefront, and it's something that they're not able to get away from, right? It's not something that's just going to go away quietly. It's because, yes, they've done this on other people, but you're not just anybody. Their words, not mine. So even though they use the same exact tactics on you that they would have in the past, they don't view you the same as their past people. Okay? You're on a different level. You're on this is about hierarchy now, right? So they definitely in their mind placed you on a higher pedestal, right? Upper echelon. This is the big fish. I got to catch this one. I need this one to be the most crazy about me. Because I can't imagine like losing them. So I need them to be crazy about me and irrationally attached to me. And I need that to happen without having to earn it. I need it to be a guarantee. So I almost feel like for you guys, they even ramped up this bullshit strategy. They ramped it up. They took it up a few hertz to ensure that attachment would be forevermore. And I feel like just the exact opposite happened. Now, the reason why they're acting shocked is because that Aquarian energy done hit them upside their motherfucking head. I said, oops, upside your motherfucking head. Why? You say, Empress. What do you mean by that? Well, you, okay, I'm pointing at you. and listen, you can tell me if I'm lying, but I know I'm not because I see it. You played along. Yes, you played along. At the very least, you acted like you didn't see anything that they were doing. Like you were blinded by their behavior. You wanted to see how far they would take it. You wanted to see, you gave them just enough rope to hang their motherfucking self. Meanwhile, in their mind, they were convinced that they had you. No problem. Only to go flatline. So that would explain the obsession, right? The conversation went dead. The interest was lost, right? This relationship or situationship is dying. It is dead. You're pulling the cord. I'm hearing like pull the rug from up under them. And for somebody who thought you gave a fuck so much and who never gets told no, what do you mean I have to earn your fuck to give? Don't you care about how I'm feeling? Don't you care about what's going on with me? Don't you care about us? Like I really liked you. Unlike the other bitches that I would do this to or the other guys that I would do this to, like I really liked you. I fucked with you the long way. They almost want sympathy? Sorry. It's like, they crazy. Like, what are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about? Your plan didn't work. Your strategy didn't work. You snooze, you lose. You played this game. You didn't know Aquarius invented the shit. Like, move on. Yeah, if only it were that easy. You've changed something internally, you guys. There's like, I'm almost hearing like, there's been a shift and change in their brain chemistry. They're not operating the same anymore. It says I changed for you, but what they don't understand is this change was going to happen. It was inevitable. Aquarius was just the catalyst. It was always going to happen. Okay, you've been outsmarted or somebody has, it can even be assumed that they've met their match, but I don't get that. I just feel like this person felt like maybe you were out of their league. So they felt like they needed to ramp up this behavior. Or perhaps they didn't feel like they deserved you. And so they decided to go this route because it's always worked. They don't get told no. They cannot fucking believe that this is happening. You might be avoiding this person, not taking their calls, or just treating them extremely cold. Handling them completely different. Even if you are engaging with this person on a small, minute level, like low contact, the interest is no longer there. They like somebody. This is the type of person who likes people to fawn over them. They like to be coddled. They like to be, wooed, and they like to be talked to nice and sweet and nurturing. And, baby, can I do this for you? Can I do that for you? Can we do this? I miss you. What you doing? How you doing? Good morning, Queen. Good morning, King. Right? Like they want all of that. They don't want to earn that. They just want it. They're losing their mind. Their words, not mine. They feel like they're losing their mind. And they're also trying to understand you as a person, why you're so different than how other people would have responded. Did you cut this person off cold turkey? That's only for some of you, right? Flatline can look just like that. Like, no resuscitation, bitch. Pulling the motherfucking cord. Getting the fuck out of Dodge. Making it simple. It says plain and simple, bitch. Right? So they feel insulted. By your disinterest. And it's almost like your lack of interest of trying to work this out. Even the ability to hear them out for those of you who are not talking to this person at all, right? Like they are insulted. And they're in their motherfucking feelings. And that is not how this is supposed to go, right? They avoid feelings like the plague, but they fell for you. So they were always in danger of this happening, but they just didn't see it coming. And I have to be honest, y'all, it is because of the way that you have a poker face. They didn't know that you were on to them. And then boom, shit just changed. It shifted. They are emotionally losing it. That might show up in a multitude of ways. You guys could look like this person blowing your phone up. I do feel like they're going to chase you. I have to be honest with that, okay? Look at that. Pulled the rug right from up under them. For some of you, you didn't even give this person an explanation. One day they heard from you. The next day they didn't, bitch. You fell off the face of the motherfucking earth. You may have changed your number. You may have blocked them on everything. No closure. You got all of the facts. There was nothing else for you to see. And if you didn't ghost this person, then they just realized that whatever you had with them, the way that you were, that version of you is gone, is dead and gone. So we have orbiting. They're stalking you, you guys. Internet stalking you. They are lurking on your page. They're trying to keep tabs on you. This person is also trying to stay connected, but I feel like you're not allowing it to happen. There's a block here. Okay? They don't have access the way that they used to. And that's what's really leading to the beginning of the spiral, right? That's when they actually recognize that shit is off, or that this is going quite different than what they expected, and it's going very different than how it ever did in the past, but specifically you, because they're putting a deep emphasis on this person wanting to claim you, wanting to, I'm almost hearing like, they wanted to be able to pull you in. This person wanted to have you. Until. So for someone who fights so hard to remain in control, to now be dealing with someone who is actually in control of their feelings, that has never happened before. You literally are holding, the ball is in your court. And I feel like this is something that they tried to avoid all this time. This is why they're spiraling out of control. They don't like this shit. They don't like how this feels. They can't believe that they're even in this position, right? Like, first of all. And second of all, they can't believe that they fumbled this so hard. Understanding comes out in the reverse. I see your side of the story in reversed. There, and so they feel like you are out of pocket. And it's sort of like, well, if Aquarius was just going to pull the cord on this, I should be able to just move on, right? Wrong. You're not going anywhere, bitch. There's a lot that has to occur before you can move forward. They are stuck. The stress from this is draining me. And it might sound like they're being overly dramatic, right? And they could be to the naked eye, right? Like, you were doing too much, like you're doing the most, it's not even that deep. But because this is not something that they are used to, and because this is something that hasn't occurred before, and because they put so much on it, I feel like they bet on you. They put all their chips in this bet, bitch. They thought you were a sure bet. it might actually be as stressful and overwhelming as the cards are suggesting for them and according to what they've experienced before, right? So we have disagreements. I wish you understood how I feel, right? So they're not trying to gain an understanding of what's going on with you. They're trying to get you to gain an understanding of who they are. Now it does say I changed for you, and I do feel like there are some regrets here. I have to be honest, right? I feel like this person wishes that they played this differently, because they actually liked you. Whereas the people from the past, they would just do this to feed their ego, to, you know, a means to an end, because it felt good, because it made them feel important. It filled their self-esteem cup up, right? It validated them. And those were just one-offs. And it almost feels like by design that spirit would have the one that they actually want be the person that's the catalyst to bring that shit all to an end, right? To pull that motherfucking cord. Done. And I wish you understood how I feel. They're going to make sure that that happens, or they're going to at least attempt multiple times to make that happen. Reaching out, a conversation, emails, calls, pulling up, whatever. They need you to hear them out. And the gag is that once upon a time you did care. At some point in time that changed. But even though it changed, you still acted like you cared. Which is why this person feels like they've been bamboozled, right? They've been hustled. But I almost feel them still being in denial that that's what actually occurred to them, right? That they've been had. Because for them to say, I wish you understood how I feel, and I feel like there are actions behind that, like they're going to actually try to make that happen, it suggests to me that they don't actually understand what's really going on here. There's still confusion. Because if you didn't give a fuck before and you were willing to cut the cord, right, pull the cord, what makes them think that you would give a fuck about what they're experiencing emotionally, right? Like, what? And I feel like that's going to put salt in the wound. I have to be honest, right? Your desire or your lack of desire to hear from them, salt in the wound. Blank stares as they cry or tell you what's going on with them, or, you know, have these tantrums, these emotional breakdowns. Salt in the wound. I almost feel like a last resort if you're not biting the bait of how they're feeling. They feel insulted, so there could be some anger in there, right? So them trying to hit below the belt or say things to actually hurt you or bring them down to their emotional frequency. That getting met with no response. Alcohol in the womb, bitch. Okay, alcohol, peroxide, motherfucking liquor, everything up in the motherfucking womb. Pounds of salt on that bitch. So while this person might be trying to use this I changed for you as a ploy, what they don't understand is that, yeah, they have changed. And the changes are permanent. And I feel like once that realization is had, not only will they not be able to believe it, but there will be a lot of drama that ensues as a result. So let's hop over to the extended to see how this actually spirals. I want to see where this is going. Essentially for the sole purpose of giving you information, allowing you to be informed about how this is going down, what they doing, what they up to in terms of how they're trying to involve you in this or approach you with this so that you can make the best decision for yourself or be prepared for it, right? Let's see where this person believes that this is heading. Where do they believe things are heading? Where is their mind at? Let's see what shadows the both of you need to address. And this will be the reasoning as to why things had to go down this way. It's going to be answers to the why. For those of you wondering why the fuck you had to be the one to be the catalyst for this bullshit. And what do you get out of it? I want to know what karma the divine has in store for this person's past and current behavior, right? Like, we already see that this has been a pattern. Payback is a motherfucker. It's on its way. I want to know what it is. Let's see what their specific next steps are, as well as the intentions behind those next steps. And that'll let you know what type of time they on, okay? That'll let you know what they're planning to do, and their intentions behind those movements will allow you to see if they have pure intentions or ill intentions. If there have been any transformations, it will also show up within that intention of their approach towards you. Let's see what the possible outcome is, okay? Where is it heading? Inevitably, right? Whether you decide to re-engage this or go in the opposite direction, we will still look. What would be the most likely outcome if you re-engage this? What would you be setting yourself up for, good or bad? What would be the investment or the return on the investment of re-engaging something like this, okay? Does it have the potential to actually be salvaged? Or is this an inevitable separation? We will then look, for those of you going in the opposite direction, before we get into what's over there, I want to know what blockages you need to address in order to speed up the momentum towards a new cycle so that the past can be left in the past. Okay, how does Spirit suggest you restore your trust, your faith, and your optimism in romantic connections, so that your energy and your frequency can be high enough to attract what's in alignment with what you actually want, okay? We will then get into who, all right? Who it is, the new person, right? Like what they're like, how will you potentially meet them? Why are they single? Any red flags? Any red flags or deal breakers you need to be informed about? And the best possible outcome of that leading to something more, okay? The longevity, what is the potential for longevity in the new? We will then pull advice, of course, and see what Spirit has to say about you bringing about the things that you desire in your life yesterday. Okay, how do you speed up momentum towards your manifestations in all areas of your life? How can you partner with them to make that happen? We will look at time frames for both old and new. I also want to know a time frame and see if they'll give us a time frame in terms of when you will meet your divine counterpart, because I'm nosy, okay? And then we may pull an Ask the Universe reading, okay? I'm going to give you the floor to ask a couple questions of your own, but I'll have more instructions for this over in the extended. We'll definitely do it. I'll have instructions for that over in the extended. So without further ado, click that like button, the subscribe button, and the notification bell. I'm going to put the link for that extended reading down below in the description box. We got a lot to unpack. I hope it's not too long, and I'm going to see y'all over there. Let's go.